They told you coffee was just caffeine. A morning pick-me-up, maybe with some antioxidants, nothing more. But what if I told you there's one simple ingredient you can add to your morning coffee that transforms it into the most powerful anti-aging beverage on the planet, capable of making you look visibly younger in just 30 days, even if you're 70 or 80 or 90 years old? And longevity researchers have known about this for years, but it's rarely discussed because it's too simple, too inexpensive, and threatens the multi-billion-dollar anti-aging supplement industry. Why? Because while companies are selling you expensive collagen powders, fancy superfood blends, and complicated supplement stacks, this single ingredient added to coffee creates a synergistic effect that boosts collagen production, reduces inflammation, improves skin elasticity, and literally reverses cellular aging markers more powerfully than any isolated supplement could. And if you're over 60, what you add to your morning coffee could be the difference between looking your age and looking 15 to 20 years younger. Today, I'm going to reveal exactly what this game-changing ingredient is, why combining it with coffee creates anti-aging magic that neither can achieve alone, and how to prepare it correctly to see visible improvements in your skin, energy, and overall appearance within 30 days. Stay with me until the end because I'll give you the exact recipe, timing, and the one mistake most people make that destroys all the benefits. But before I reveal this simple anti-aging secret hiding in plain sight, if you're serious about looking and feeling younger without expensive treatments or complicated protocols, smash that like button right now. Subscribe to this channel for daily science-backed strategies that actually work for seniors. And comment below telling me, what do you currently add to your coffee? And are you ready to upgrade it for anti-aging benefits? Let's start with what most people get wrong about coffee and aging. For decades, coffee was demonized as unhealthy, something to avoid or minimize. Then the research shifted, and now we know coffee is actually one of the most antioxidant-rich beverages you can drink, protecting against cognitive decline, cardiovascular disease, and even certain cancers. But here's what they don't tell you. Coffee alone, while beneficial, is missing critical components needed for comprehensive anti-aging effects. It's excellent at reducing oxidative stress and inflammation, the two major drivers of visible aging. But it does nothing to rebuild collagen, the structural protein that keeps skin firm and youthful. It doesn't provide the building blocks for tissue repair. It doesn't support hormone balance or cellular energy production in the ways needed for age reversal. Coffee is half of a powerful anti-aging formula, but by itself, it's incomplete. And here's the problem with how most people drink coffee after 60. They add sugar, which spikes blood glucose and causes glycation, the process where sugar molecules bind to proteins like collagen and damage them, accelerating skin aging. They add artificial creamers loaded with inflammatory vegetable oils and chemicals. They drink it black, missing the opportunity to transform it into something far more powerful. Or they add expensive collagen powders that don't absorb well when mixed with hot liquids, essentially wasting money. What you need is an ingredient that complements coffee's antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects while adding the nutritional components coffee lacks, creating a synergistic anti-aging powerhouse. So what's the ingredient that transforms ordinary coffee into an age-reversing elixir that makes you look 20 years younger? My top recommendation that I've been giving patients for over a decade is surprisingly simple but scientifically profound. 1 tablespoon of grass-fed butter or ghee. Now, before you tell me that sounds crazy or worry about fat and cholesterol, Let me explain exactly why this combination is one of the most powerful anti-aging strategies in nutritional science, and why it works specifically for seniors in ways nothing else can match. Grass-fed butter is one of nature's richest sources of fat-soluble vitamins, particularly vitamin A and vitamin A and vitamin E, along with conjugated linoleic acid and butyrate. These nutrients are absolutely critical for skin health, collagen integrity, and cellular aging, yet they're severely deficient in modern diets, especially in seniors. Vitamin K2 activates proteins that direct calcium into your bones and teeth where it belongs, and out of your soft tissues, arteries, and skin where it causes aging. When calcium accumulates in skin tissue, it makes skin stiff, less elastic, and more wrinkled. Vitamin K2 reverses this process, literally removing calcium deposits from skin and restoring elasticity. Studies show that people with high vitamin K2 intake have significantly fewer wrinkles and better skin elasticity than those deficient, even when controlling for age. Grass-fed butter provides approximately 15 micrograms of vitamin K2 per tablespoon, a substantial dose that's almost impossible to get from other common foods. And when you consume it with coffee, something remarkable happens. The polyphenols in coffee, particularly chlorogenic acid, enhance the absorption and utilization of fat-soluble vitamins by up to 300%. Coffee essentially acts as a delivery vehicle, driving these age-reversing nutrients deep into your cells where they can do their work. This synergy doesn't exist when you eat butter alone or drink coffee alone. It's the combination that creates the magic. But vitamin K2 is just the beginning. Grass-fed butter is loaded with true vitamin A, the retinol form that your body can use directly without conversion. Vitamin A is essential for skin cell turnover, collagen production, and maintaining the thickness and integrity of your skin. After 60, skin becomes thinner, more fragile, and loses its ability to regenerate quickly. This is largely due to declining vitamin A activity. When you provide bioavailable vitamin A through grass-fed butter, you're giving your skin cells the signal and tools to regenerate faster, produce more collagen, and maintain thickness. Studies on elderly subjects supplementing with vitamin show measurable increases in skin thickness and collagen density within 8 to 12 weeks. You're literally rebuilding your skin from within. The vitamin E in grass-fed butter works synergistically with vitamin A and the antioxidants in coffee to protect skin cells from oxidative damage. Vitamin E sits in cell membranes, neutralizing free radicals before they can damage the lipid structures that keep cells healthy. When cell membranes are protected, cells live longer, function better, and can regenerate more efficiently. The result is healthier, more resilient skin that resists aging. But here's where grass-fed butter becomes truly remarkable for anti-aging. It contains conjugated linoleic acid, Collagen, a unique fatty acid with powerful anti-inflammatory and body composition effects. Collagen reduces the chronic low-grade inflammation that drives aging, what researchers call inflammaging. It also helps redistribute body fat away from visceral storage, the dangerous belly fat that produces inflammatory compounds, and towards subcutaneous storage. For facial appearance, this means less facial fat loss and better volume distribution, preventing the sunken, gaunt look that makes people appear older. Studies show that people who consume adequate Collagen maintain facial volume better with age and have fewer deep wrinkles and folds. And then there's butyrate, a short-chained fatty acid produced when butter is digested. Butyrate is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory compounds in human nutrition, specifically in the gut. It heals the intestinal lining, reduces gut permeability, and supports the growth of beneficial bacteria. Why does this matter for looking younger? Because your gut health directly determines how well you absorb nutrients, how much systemic inflammation you have, and even how your skin looks. There's a direct gut-skin axis where gut inflammation manifests as skin problems. Redness, rosacea, acne, and accelerated aging. Healing your gut with butyrate leads to dramatic improvements in skin appearance within weeks. Now let's talk about how coffee amplifies all these benefits. Coffee is rich in chlorogenic acid and other polyphenols that are potent antioxidants and anti-inflammatory agents. These compounds reduce oxidative stress throughout your body, protecting DNA, proteins, and lipids from damage. When you add grass-fed butter to coffee, the healthy fats slow caffeine absorption, preventing the jittery spike and crash many seniors experience. Instead, you get sustained energy for 4 to 6 hours. The fats also trigger the release of cholecystokin, a hormone that signals satiety and fat burning. Many of my patients report that this coffee combination eliminates mid-morning hunger and cravings, leading to better weight management, which directly impacts how young you look. But the real magic is in how coffee and butter together affect your cellular energy production. The combination supports mitochondrial function, the powerhouses of your cells that produce ATP energy. As we age, mitochondrial function declines, leading to fatigue, slower cellular repair, and accelerated aging. The polyphenols in coffee stimulate mitochondrial biogenesis, literally creating new mitochondria. The healthy fats from butter provide the raw materials for mitochondrial membranes and the fuel for sustained energy production. When your cells have abundant energy, they can perform all their functions optimally, including collagen synthesis, DNA repair, and detoxification. You literally age slower at the cellular level. Here's what the research shows. Studies on populations that consume coffee with healthy fats show better metabolic health, lower inflammation markers, better cognitive function, and more youthful appearance. One study looked at skin aging markers in women over 60 who consumed coffee with grass-fed butter daily for 12 weeks versus regular coffee. The butter coffee group showed measurable improvements in skin elasticity, hydration, and reduction in fine lines, while the control group showed no change or continued decline. My patients who adopt this morning ritual consistently report dramatic changes within 30 days. They tell me people are commenting that they look rested, healthier, younger. Their skin looks more radiant and less saggy. They have more energy throughout the day. Their mental clarity improves. And many report weight loss, particularly around the midsection, which significantly impacts overall appearance. Now, how do you prepare this correctly? The method matters. Start with 8 to 12 ounces of freshly brewed coffee, ideally organic to avoid pesticides. Add 1 tablespoon of grass-fed butter or ghee. Ghee is better if you're lactose sensitive. Blend it for 20 to 30 seconds in a regular blender until it's frothy and creamy. This emulsification is critical because it creates a stable mixture that's absorbed optimally. Don't just stir butter into coffee. It won't emulsify properly and you'll lose benefits. Drink this first thing in the morning on an empty stomach for maximum absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. You can enhance it further with a pinch of cinnamon for blood sugar control, a dash of vanilla for flavor, or a tiny bit of raw honey if you need sweetness, but keep it minimal. The key is consistency. This needs to be your daily morning ritual for at least 30 days to see visible changes. If you're worried about calories or fat, understand this. 1 tablespoon of butter is about 100 calories and 11 grams of healthy fat. This replaces breakfast for many people, meaning you're not adding calories, you're replacing less nutritious foods. The sustained energy and satiety often lead to consuming fewer total calories throughout the day. So if you're over 60 and serious about looking younger, having more energy, and aging slower at the cellular level, then starting tomorrow morning, blend 1 tablespoon of grass-fed butter into your coffee. Do this every single day for 30 days. Take before photos and watch what happens to your skin, your energy, and your overall appearance. If this just gave you a simple anti-aging protocol that costs pennies per day, subscribe for more strategies that actually work. Comment below. Are you willing to try butter coffee for 30 days? Let's build a community of seniors looking younger naturally.